Please describe your game.
Well, you just wake up one day and you found out your mom is gone. She's got taken by someone, and it's like a series of levels where you go and try to save her.
So, what it is a game where you are a square and you battle other squares, clicking where you want to go.
It's about this guy who gets trapped in a pyramid. He falls through a trapdoor in the first level, and he must battle 3 Egyptian gods: Obelisk, Ra, and Slifer.
What it is the storyline is you're a wizard, and there's this kingdom called Alethea that you have to set out and free, and Alethea is being ruled by this evil minotaur, and you have to defeat him and claim the treasure and defeat all his cronies.
You have to just make it to the yellow gold, but you just can't get hit by the enemies.
Yeah, you just, like she said, you have to make it to the yellow star. And mine's just more challenging because I have 50 enemies in mine.
It's where you're trying to get these 5 golden keys to eventually lead up to the big treasure.
To win, basically.
Yeah.
It's about a girl who is trying to get to the hospital to see her mom, but she went into obstacles.
And the goal of the game is to try to get to the hospital without getting into the obstacle.
Well, it's called Zara, and you basically are 2 arrows going around a screen trying to dodge a bunch of these red circles dropping down.
So in my game, you're supposed to search for snowmen in many different levels, and when you find them, you're supposed to tag them, and each level it gets harder.
What did you find most challenging about creating video games?
Thinking about what the players would want in the game.
Challenging about it, the whole process.
Putting it all together.
Yeah. Which part?
Trying to make the whole game work with itself, getting timing right on everything, or just it's either impossible or just too easy.
The backgrounds, I couldn't figure them out. And when Kim told me I could make a background, I was like, wait, how do you do that?
Well, at first I kind of wanted to do a role-playing game, but that didn't really work out, but I kept the same idea, and it kind of turned into action. The only role-playing element that was left in it was you have spoils.
It was challenging because the most challenging part of it was to make everything fit together. So when I have to change the background to go to the next level, I had to make sure that it actually changed, and that everyone on that separate level disappeared when they got to the next level. And I think that was the hardest part.
The challenging thing was finding the sprites. That was very challenging. I'm still looking for a boss sprite.
The time that we had to do it.
I found that programming the sprites to do exactly what you want them to do was difficult.
I've never made a game before, so it's kind of challenging making a game now and working with somebody who gets off track easily. Just crack up sometimes, just laughing.
Changing some things and see how they'll work out, and sometimes it might fail, and so that was kind of challenging.
Making new scenes.
Yeah.
Planning it to figure out what we wanted to do, and different stuff with the computer, the technology part.
Do you think the things that you learn, the programming things and all that good stuff, do you think that relates in any way to real life, or?
pretty much stays in the realm of video games.
I think it relates to real life because, I mean, if you don't try it out, you never know how it's going to go. If it might be good or it might be bad.
Many other ways. You can use them to help people. You can use them to help people program more games. And not just games, like program simulations.
You gotta figure out what you need to do to make it exciting, what you want to do to make it fun, what people are gonna be, and you need to figure out it's gotta be in the middle of difficulty and pretty fun, like a 3-star game.
I learned that sometimes it's best to leave some glitches alone and just live with them because they're minute and yeah.
I think like some of them we can use in real life, like working within groups and like accepting like different opinions from different people.
Or following like a process, like to create something, you have to follow specific directions in order to gain depth. So yeah.
The most exciting thing about this whole program is just working together and